back to North Carolina has had its challenges, especially if you're a paddler. The winters get really, really cold. And after doing a speed work session where my main goal literally became flicking enough water on my front yako with my paddle to see how long I could make the icicle form, I realized that I needed to get somewhere that I was motivated to train and that I didn't need 4 layers just to be out on the water. I decided to escape for a full week down in Puerto Rico to get some downwind training in and finish off my base building season with some longer runs. But the logistics of doing multiple runs in one day were still kind of in the works. No worries, Jen Fratsky and I still had a phenomenal trip to explore the area before I came home, and she headed back as well. My main goal at the time was still to train for my first Molokai solo. After 2 years building up my aerobic base here at Hythe Lake, I knew I needed to get out to Hawaii and train with faster people and log plenty of hours in the unique downwind conditions and also along China walls.
Molo solo training continued. It is entirely too early in the morning. I'm about to take a flight from the East Coast of the United States out of Raleigh-Durham International Airport to small short connection in Atlanta all the way to Honolulu, Hawaii for what was supposed to be 2 weeks of Traincaition training, intensive time with other fast people leading up to the Molokai solo OC1 event in May. As excited as I was when I booked the trip to go, I'm feeling a little low now. The word on the street is that the race is gonna be canceled. I'm setting aside 2 weeks of my life to go train for something that isn't gonna happen again. So gonna do a little reframing on the plane and just kind of see where I'm at mentally, try to change my mindset, set some new goals, some new thoughts and ideas around the trip, some better intentions, and yeah, hopefully get a lot out of the trip regardless of my low feeling right now. I miss this dog. Dog. Okay. Good night, Doug. She hasn't woken up yet. When I travel for Outrigger events, I now, very handily, my Outrigger paddles fit in a golf bag. So all my clothes and all my stuff are in this.
One leg.
It was supposed to be dark. I'm setting the mood. Anyway, he didn't get it. Cinematography. Yeah, so all my stuff for 3 weeks of life is in there. So all I need is paddles. I like Outrigger travel for that very reason. All right, hopefully we're gonna see some friends, have a blast, train with fast people. It might be training for Carolina Cup, and I guess a little bit for Wild Buffalo. Oh yeah, that's at the end of this trip. So I leave now, I train for 2 weeks. We do the women's camp in Newport, California, then Wild Buffalo from Catalina back to the mainland, and then I might get to come home.
The trip wasn't without a few hiccups, and the biggest blow came when I learned that Molokai Solo was actually going to be canceled for 2022. And all of this training and travel seemed like it was for nothing. Instead of losing motivation though, I decided to train as hard as I ever have, using the local races in Hawaii as intense training sessions to prepare me for the Carolina Cup, which was still scheduled for the end of April in Wrightsville Beach. It wasn't my priority race for the year, but I quickly pivoted and used every opportunity in Hawaii to get on the water and train with the fastest paddlers in the world. And only time would tell if that strategy was gonna pay off. I was up before the sun during the week to train with the crew at Outrigger Canoe Club. Good morning. You can't see me because it's like 5:30 in the morning. Woke up at 4 something. I'm here in Hawaii on Oahu. I'm at the Outrigger Canoe Club. That's that kind of blob of lights that you can see behind me. Training is what we're doing today. Day one. Here, watch this. Haha. You can see me now. We've got sprints. We've got like 5-minute repeats. We've got tons of just awesome training, because that's what I'm here to do. What better way to do that than with other incredibly fast people to your left and your right? So I'm super excited to be here and train. Got Jimmy Austin runs these early morning training sessions, and tons of amazing fast people show up. You've got Ryland, and you got Lindsay Shank and Hoku. Everybody's just so fast and so awesome. They're like in their peak season too, right? Like this is on season. This is race season in Hawaii. So they are super smoking fast right now. So this is perfect. Couldn't ask for a better scenario when it comes to training. Very grateful that I was able to get out here, escape the cold, the loneliness, and be here. So yeah, let's go get on the water. Why do I feel like I need more than a 5-minute warm up? I'm like, ugh. I'm gonna put my watch over here in the next break. So I'm gonna move my watch next break so I can see it. So I'm trying something a little nutty. I don't know if it's gonna work because there's so many moving parts. I want to do 2 downwind runs today. So I want to drop this truck at the finish at Kaimana Beach. Then I have to order an Uber to get myself back here to the start where I've stashed the boat and all of my gear to paddle. I will then paddle to Kaimana Beach. Once I arrive there, there is a downwind shuttle, in theory, scheduled for 4 o'clock. It is not confirmed yet. They load at 3:30 and they do the downwind run. They leave there by 4, and then you downwind back to the end where the truck would be. I would load the boat at the finale after my second run and come back here. We shall see, because right now, the shuttle is not confirmed. There's only me and one other woman interested, and I don't think that's enough for her to run it. So I might only be doing 1 downwind run, which I want to do more than that, but alas, there's only so much I can do. Anyway, let's see how this goes.
1 Uber ride later.
That was like the easiest thing I've ever done. Cars dropped, Uber picked me right up. I even have time to eat lunch before I hop in the boat. Whether or not the shuttle runs gets confirmed at 1 o'clock, and I can't wait to hear. Okay, guys. A lot of developments in the last 5 minutes. The wind is really blowing now, and I guess because there's a race tomorrow, a ton of people don't want to paddle today. I don't know. I get it. I don't want to paddle hard, but I certainly need to get my feel back in the boat. So what happened? Got a parking spot at Kaimana relatively easily. Got an Uber within a minute of parking. Glorious. Got back to the house. Thought I was gonna like sit down and eat lunch and chill. The shuttle driver messaged me and said, that they didn't have enough to run a shuttle, but if I could be there by 2:45, she was coming this way and they dropped me off. At the end! Oh, that was fun! So fun, I forgot to turn the camera on. And it only took an hour and 11 minutes. Now I have to Traincaition! That went so well. And it's getting windier, so I'm going to go again for sure. Done in no time, just enough time to snack. I have water. I mean, I wasn't working that hard, so yay. I'm happy now. This worked. I just want to downwind all day. Fun. I sent Denise a message and just let her know that if for any reason she wanted to arrive early, I was here. I can load up early and we can hit the road, so. Fun. On the weekend, I went up to the North Shore for the downwind race they held there. And while I was there, I had actually had a little bit of time to catch up with the team, Puakea, and also chat with Donna Kahakui, who had agreed to be my Wild Buffalo relay partner. She invited me to 2 training sessions before I had to leave. One where we explored China walls, and the other one where we did a resistance interval workout with her training club on her home turf in Kailua. It was an absolute amazing experience. Today we are in the North Shore of Oahu in Hawaii. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Wind is not as high as we were hoping for this downwind race to Haleiwa Joe's, but there are a lot of Outrigger canoes lining up. Good showing from the junior girls team over here. Some people from the North Shore paddling community coming off a long, cold, lonely base season. It is so great to be here paddling with other people. It's really the push I needed. Let's go see how some people are preparing and feeling about the race. Look at all these boats. Oh, it looks like Team Puakea over here.
Aloha. From Hawaii Live.
What's up, team? Garmin.
Here, edit this guy out. He's not Puakea.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
All right, how you guys feeling?
Feeling optimistic. Miles said he saw some white caps earlier, and I'm now starting to see the ones he saw earlier. So
We might be on.
we might be on.
The real claim.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
in action.
Better than we've had so far.
You're not wrong.
In the end, I got on the water every single chance I could. Even though I was missing my training partner, Leanne Stanley, from our trip in 2020, and my long distance racing partner, Jen Fratsky, the trip was still a really, it was just successful. I even squeezed in one last session before hopping on the plane to California, where I was working with the Puakea Women's Camp and racing the Wild Buffalo Relay. Hi! Nice to meet you!
Hey, I still think you guys are all-stars still on the water, man.
Exactly. I want to be a paddling old fart. That's what I aspire to be. I love your boat. I like pink boats.
You travel in North Carolina?
Yes.
Wow, and you're vacationing here?
I'm Traincaitioning here.
She's one of Johnny's paddlers.
stay tuned for future videos of that portion of the trip.